What is good, everybody? This is your cosmic homegirl, and I am back with a weekly horoscope for all of us to tell you what the cosmic weather is like for the week starting January 17th of 2021 and up until January 24th of 2021. So, before we dive into what the energetic vibe is like, don't forget you guys can purchase a horoscope on my website, which is indigomoon.astrology.com. Actually, let me refresh this. Why has it got this old shit on here? Okay, so now, February is coming up. You can order a February horoscope for your sign, for your rising, your sun, or your moon sign. And also, I have 2021 yearly horoscopes available. So if you want to know how your whole year is going to go, it's up to 2 hours of like plenty of information, also based on your sign. And this is also available on my website. The monthlies are $4.44, and it's up to 30 minutes of what this month's transits are going to be, or next month actually now, for your sign. And these ones are $16, and this is 2 hours worth of info. So, I mean, if you do the math, there's a lot of earth sign energy in the air right now, a lot of Aquarius energy. Those signs are really into math. Do the math, figure it out. It does save you a little money to get a yearly. But if you like the month to month, of course, get a monthly horoscope. I am booked on personal readings for right now until the next week or so. I do have something special in the works for everybody for Valentine's Day. Hey, so love readings. I'm going to have something special with that in the next couple weeks. But, those of you that have ordered personal readings recently, I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm trying to take care of all of you before I get the love stuff over here on a special. Okay, so yeah, I am booked right now, but just stay posted to here on YouTube and also to my IG, where I'm mostly at, for when I'll be open for personal readings again. All right, so let's dive into this week's horoscope. I see what's popping, what's going on. Well, oh my gosh, so we're just having a big old Aquarius and Capricorn party in the sky right now, aren't we? That's how we're starting the week. So going with the moon phase, we do have the moon in Pisces most of the day on the 17th of January. It's actually through the whole rest of the day. It's going to be in Pisces and also in a conjunction with Neptune for the majority of the 17th. So if you guys find yourself extra sleepy, lazy, having really vivid but weird dreams, if you find yourself getting lost when driving, just really zoning out into your music, your movies, your TV shows, whatever, videos on YouTube, or anything that you view to escape reality, yeah, then that's why. All right. And this energy, it does make you also more creative, more imaginative, and also more in connection to the spirit realm. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling this moon and Neptune. I'm already stumbling and fumbling on my words. It's just, I do feel a little bit like space cadet today as I'm recording this on the 17th. So if you feel that way too, you're not alone. All right. Okay, so we do have the moon moving into Aries on the 18th of January. And on this day, this is everybody has a day off. It is MLK Day. So well, not everybody has a day off. Some people still have to work. Some people still have those type of jobs where day off, what is that, right? But the moon is in Aries. Usually moon in Aries days, people do get more hype. They get more hype to do more physical things. They get a little, they start popping off at people a little easier than usual. But the moon will come in contact with Chiron. Now, this is going to happen every single month for the next several years, you guys, until the mid to late 2020s. I forgot which year exactly that Chiron goes into Taurus. I think it's in the late 2020s or early 2030s. I'll look it up at another time. Okay, but for several years, Chiron is going to stay in the sign of in the sign of Aries. Also, Mercury is in shadow right now, you guys. Oh my God. That's also why I'm stumbling and fumbling upon my words. So anybody else that you watch or listen to, podcasters, YouTubers, wherever you listen to people, the radio, whatever, please forgive their typos and their mistake, not typos, but if they're a little bit like fumbling on their words. I've already noticed some of my favorite YouTubers have been doing that with their videos. The ones that don't really edit or anything, it's same shit, man. It's whatever. Okay, so no, we're not all idiots. Mercury's in shadow. No, just because it's not January 30th yet, where Mercury goes retro, it doesn't mean that Mercury is still like on top of his game right now. Okay, he's not. He's not during the shadow period. Don't let anybody steer you in any other direction and tell you that Mercury in shadow means nothing. It does. People's computers are fucking up, okay? People's phones. Oh my God, my phone has been acting stupid ever since Mercury went into shadow last week. One of my besties' laptop broke and crashed. My youngest son, he's homeschooling right now, and his school laptop has been like twitching and glitching. Oh my God, it's so irritating. And it all started when Mercury entered its shadow period last week. So yeah, you guys, like, just hang in there. If this is happening to you, just hang in there. We still have we have 2 more months of this. 2 months, okay? So just hang in there. It's a fun ride. Just try to laugh at the shit as much as possible. Anyhow, as I was trying to speak, all right. The moon in Aries, it comes into a conjunction with Chiron every time it goes into Aries every single month. So these days can bring up a lot of, it can bring up anger because it is angry ass Aries, but it's in a conjunction with Chiron, which rules like soft spots for you emotionally and mentally. And it's like being in some sort of, being a victim in some sort of way is Chiron. It's also healing from things and helping to heal other people, yes. But honestly, for regular schmegular folk, Moon and Chiron together can equate to your feelings being hurt. You feeling like, even if it's just stuff that's in your head, because the moon rules things that are just in your head, like lots of thoughts and emotions and visualization of things. So you can be aiming those in the direction of how you feel like a victim right now currently in your life, or anything that you've already gone through that made you feel victimized in some sort of way. So not very fun, right? But once the moon progresses away from Chiron, once he gets up to like the middle degrees of Aries, then it's time for the real Aries fun, the ass kicking Aries, driving fast, which I'm not recommending any of this shit, okay? But this is just saying how humans behave. People that have those cars that rev up all loud and ugly sounding, and they think that they're the shit when they're driving it around going I'm like, really, buddy? Yeah, you're special. Yeah, that's what they do a lot more than usual under Aries moons. All right. So driving fast, moving faster, just, I don't know, wanting to jump around and punch the air or punch people. That's part of Moon and Aries days. But just in general, having a lot of energy to just get things done, man. That's what I like about that energy personally. Aries moons make you get things done. You don't want to sit around. You don't want to procrastinate. You don't want to just whine about your problems and issues. You want to go after things and fix them and just do them. So that's going to be the vibe starting the 18th, maybe more into the 19th though. Speaking of the 19th, this is when we have the sun moving into Aquarius. So it doesn't mean that Capricorn season completely ends, okay? And because you know how we do over here, we already know that the sun in a sign is just the sun in a sign, all right? Like, there's other planets that can be in a sign still bestowing that sign's energy upon us. So yeah, the sun moves out of Capricorn and into Aquarius on the 19th of January and stays there until February 19th. And we still have Venus in Cap. We have Pluto in Cap, even though it's a slower moving planet. You may not even notice it day to day. But Venus, she moves quick. She's close to the earth. She gives her energy to us. And we feel it. We see it, So she's still going to be in Capricorn. So there's still going to be Capricorn vibes in the air. But we will have a big ol' Aquarius party in the sky. A stellium of Aquarius planets starting on the 19th of January. The Sun, Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury. Mercury's going to be here until the middle of March. So yeah, and next month in February, you guys, there really is an Aquarius party, because we'll have Venus there too. We'll have the new moon in Aquarius and all this other Aquarius stuff popping. So just expect, and especially, I'm in the US, as you guys know, the US and A over here on the West Coast. But, over here in the US, we have the inauguration of the president and all of that. And you can call me whatever you want, think whatever you want. I really don't give a shit, but I'm not really into politics at all. I know the surface level, I know the headlines. I'll look at people's charts and stuff, but I'm not into it. It's not a language that I care to speak or learn. And I really don't care who judges me negatively based on it. It's not a part of my path. All right. When you know your chart and you know yourself, you know what's a part of your path and what isn't. Politics is not not something for me to get involved in or really try to sit down and learn the whole entire fucking language of. But I will tell you, I do know that there's the presidential inauguration thing popping this week that I'm covering. And there's, especially because the sun is entering Aquarius, along with Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, the sun is going to be squaring Mars and Uranus. Saturn and Jupiter are already squaring. Mercury's moved past that, but still, you got this week can be a week to where either we see some action pop off that has to do with people gathering together and hopefully not rioting, but it could, Aquarius energy rules gatherings, social gatherings of people. It also rules social justice. Okay, social justice warriors usually have some sort of Aquarius energy, Uranus energy, and or 11th house energy popping in their charts. So this sign rules that gathering together with masses of people for a cause with like-minded individuals. You guys are standing for the same stuff, right? That's what Aquarius rules. So I really feel like this week there could be either some action popping off that has to do with people being unhappy with the presidential situation. It could be some action that's not very cool. Like it could be rioting, looting, protesting that results in violence or something. That's a high possibility this month or this week. Actually, this month, yes, but this week. But it can be also just people being online, voicing their thoughts and their opinions. And, it may not go the violent route or the super active, physically active route. It could just be people speaking because this is air energy. Air energy rules communication. And that's how air energy fights is with their words. You know what I'm saying? But there is a big old square to Mars and Uranus together. As a matter of fact, Mars and Uranus are together exact on the 20th of January. And ironically, or maybe not, this is a day when we have that presidential inauguration. So look at this. We're going to have the moon in Taurus. The moon enters Taurus on the 20th. Along with Mars, along with Uranus, the moon is our moods and our emotions. When the moon is with Mars, emotions are heightened, but it's more like the angry emotions are heightened. And people want to fight, even though Taurus energy by itself is super chill, like very laid back, very peaceful. Just, the bulls want to just graze in the sweet grass and bask in the sunlight and the wind and all the nature of it all and just be at peace, But when it's combined with Mars, it's on and popping. And Mars and Uranus, look at this. They're exact. Now this is now I'm on Pacific time in the US. Okay. So in the afternoon of January 20th, Mars and Uranus exactly conjoined around this time. So be careful, especially if you're going anywhere where there's like a capital or a downtown area to where political figures meet or whatever. Just be careful if you're in those areas. If you go into any area to where there's just a lot of people can really spark up arguments because they disagree with what's going on in this country. Okay. Now, if you are elsewhere other than the US, because hey, what's up? I do have viewers elsewhere in the world and I love you guys. Oh my gosh. And all of your lovely accents. They're just music to my ears. Seriously. I love all of you guys. So if you're not in the US, you still need to have some caution with Mars and Uranus in a conjunction with each other on the 20th, because we still have the Rona situation. That's another thing that's affecting the masses. Uranus rules the masses. Uranus rules the sign of Aquarius. They both rule the same thing. There's all this Aquarius in the sky, Mars, Moon, Uranus. Okay, so people might be wanting to protest or gather together for something that has to do with that. Or if there's political things going on in your country, this might be a day as well to where you guys have to be careful of certain areas that you're traveling to as well, because people may want to gather, may want to riot, or Taurus energy, it rules like I was gonna say grocery stores, but it's not just groceries, it's any type of retail. Taurus rules retail. It rules things you like to buy: clothes, shoes, jewelry, cologne, perfume, food, drinks, things for your house, everything, any physical material item. Taurus rules all of that. And it rules the actual sale of those things too. So Mars and Uranus together could be people wanting to riot or to protest things, which, Uranus rules going against, like, fighting for the rights and going against, the powers that be, rebelling. So people may want to rebel based on like destruction of material things. Okay, so just be careful with that. Another thing with Mars conjoined to Uranus, exactly, and the moon too. There could be some earthquakes on the 20th. That's a high possibility. There's a high chance of earthquakes, because we do have Venus, which rules earthy energy in an earth sign, and she's creeping up on Pluto right now. At the same time as we have Mars and Uranus and the moon together, yeah, there could be something that goes on with Earth, with the planet Earth. So it could be earthquakes. It could be some sort of natural disaster. Hopefully not, but I'm just keeping it real of, the possibilities. So just watch yourself. Watch yourself on the 20th of January. I'm not saying to hide under the covers all googly-eyed and paranoid, at everything. But just be careful. Just be careful, like, with your surroundings if you're out in public, or if you're on social media too. People may want to fight with their words, and all this, like, Aquarian stuff, it can be getting people together, like it can bring people together, but it can also be very divisive, because people are so, like, such warriors, social justice warriors, that they'll look at everyone else who doesn't agree with their side as the enemy or incompetent or an idiot. And it doesn't matter if you have been a friend for a long time, if you are a family member, or whatever your position is in their lives, they'll cut you off. They'll cut your ass off, okay? Because they really stand for whatever, right? So just your dealings with people on social media is, like, especially on the 20th, just be aware that emotions, the moon will be on high towards any type of causes or social anything, because of Mars and Uranus that it's joining with, and then squaring off with the other Aquarius stuff. Okay, so I don't want to repeat myself like a broken record, but the 20th is on and popping with a lot of crazy energy like that. So if you want to be at peace within your relationships with people, you may just want to just chill, just kick back, and maybe stay off social media. If you can, stay home, and I don't know, just block it all out if you don't want to join in on that type of fun. All right, if you don't find that stuff fun. So that's the 20th. Yeah, so the moon enters Taurus, and like I said, it's usually chill, but oh no, this energy is like firecrackers. Mars and Uranus together, firecrackers and bombs and explosions and shit. Like, oh my god, it's just, this energy is crazy. This is another one of those be very careful when you're driving near the 20th. Actually, this whole entire week, actually probably the rest of the month, right? Let's see, how long is Mars and Uranus, like, close to each other? Yeah, the rest of the month of January. And then it starts to kind of fade off more, so like the end of March. Yeah, or February, the end of February. Okay, so yeah, the rest of this month, we're only in January, so let's just focus there. The rest of January, yes, be careful driving because Mercury's in the shadow. Okay. And Mercury rules driving and your sense of direction and all of that and paying attention. So Mercury's in shadow and then Mars and Uranus are together. Some of the most off the wall crazy accidents can happen under Mars and Uranus energy. Okay. And if you're not driving, be careful of any physical actions that you're taking or making. That means even exercise, even don't do anything too crazy. Like Mars and Uranus together will make you feel more rebellious and adventurous and, oh, I want to try this and try that and try this new thing and this new thing. But still, like, this is accident prone energy, like a mother. I'm serious. There was one Mars and Uranus transit I had to where it was like the day that the conjunction I think it was a conjunction. Mars was on my natal Uranus that day. I was doing something like I don't know why I thought it would be safe to stand on, you know, those big plastic tubs like you can get at like Walmart or Target or somewhere. A big plastic tub, huge one, right? With a really sturdy, so you think, plastic lid. I was trying to reach something up high, you know, I'm a shorty, and I was standing on one of those things. Like, la la la, I stand on things all the time. It's just a way of life when you're little. This motherfucker flipped. Okay, the plastic tub, it flipped on me and I flipped in midair and landed right on my ass, like on my tailbone. Oh my God, it was the worst pain ever. Like for days, it hurt so bad. And I was like, what the, like, I'm always standing on things. Why today? Why now? I looked at my transits. These motherfuckers were partying together. And so it's very accident prone energy. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not just reading some stiff words from some boring ass book. No, this is real life shit. Okay. And yes, I have looked at transits of people who have, and I don't want to fear monger, but I'm just keeping it real. People have gotten into some real off the wall, wild, crazy car accidents, real twisted, crazy ones. Looked up people's birth dates, looked up the transits. Sure enough, there's Mars and Uranus somehow. Okay. For a lot of them. So be careful driving, you guys. Be careful handling Mars things like weapons and knives and sharp things and shit and fire and all of that. Just be careful. All right. Especially on the 20th. Please. We need you here, I'm sure. Okay. So the moon is in Taurus until the 23rd of oh my God, I was gonna say August. Mercury, oh my God, leave me alone until January 23rd. Okay, so moving along, on the 22nd, this is when we have Mars squaring Jupiter. Where's he at? Okay, so Mars is at 7 degrees of Taurus, Jupiter's at 7 degrees of Aquarius. They square each other on the zodiac wheel. A square is 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bing, here's a square. Not a very favorable aspect. Okay, it's just not. And this is why. Mars square Jupiter. Mars is action. Jupiter is wee, right? Who cares? Let's just jump. I don't even know if I'm gonna land or land safely, but I want to motherfucking jump, man, because it looks fun. That's Mars and Jupiter together. So you may take actions and risks that the consequences may not be that great, but do you care in the moment? Nope, because Jupiter is all about living the moment. Who cares about tomorrow? Even though tomorrow can whoop your motherfucking ass, okay? Jupiter doesn't give a fuck. So Mars and Jupiter squaring each other, and Mars is still conjoined to Uranus. This is like very rebellious. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I want. Whatever, I do what I want, right? I'm gonna go after things. I'm just gonna do things. So people may act in crazy rebellious ways and really just not care about consequences at all. Okay, not one bit. And you know, this can make for some energy that's good for doing some fun things that are safe and, you know, not going to result in injury. But still, this can make people have this like go-getter attitude that they really have faith and belief in going after something or someone or doing something they've always wanted to do, and they just stop waiting around. So it can be good to light a fire under someone's ass, you know, but still I don't know. There's just, this energy is, People can just be doing some crazy stuff. So just be aware of that. If you find yourself being a little bit more of a daredevil, and yeah, this, if it was just Mars square Jupiter alone, I'd be like, whatevs. But it conjoined to Uranus, still, that can still be very accident prone energy. Don't do no wild shit like bungee jumping, jumping off cliffs, into, lakes or anything like that. There's a lot of, because Taurus, Mars is in Taurus, Venus is in Capricorn. These are earth sign energies. I have noticed a lot of people wanting to go out into nature, myself included. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is energy to really enjoy nature. But yeah, just be careful of doing anything crazy out in nature. Just be, be cautious, okay? Yeah, so Mars square Jupiter conjoined to Uranus can equal some crazy actions. So just be careful and be aware of the others around you. If anybody's being a freaking idiot, just going, "Ah," that's resulting in, them or you getting hurt. All right. Okay. So, on the 23rd, this is when the moon moves into Gemini. So the moon will stay in Gemini, 23rd, 24th. I'm only covering up to the 24th. So do you know what I'm saying? Come on, moon. There she is. Okay, so the 23rd moon moves into Gemini for a couple days, switching up the vibe, adding more air energy into the mix. So moon in Gemini, air sign, Sun, Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, all in Aquarius, air sign, hella air up in the So this is going to make people talk a lot more. People will really be voicing their opinions a lot this week, you guys. And then when the moon steps into Gemini, it's on, man. Like, oof, all your faves, all your favorite podcasters and YouTubers and everybody, they're just probably going to be popping off a lot more. And just people that you know around you and people, regular schmegulars you follow on social media or whatever. So the moon in Gemini, it does make people a lot more talkative. It does make people more, what's the word I hate Mercury in shadow. Lord have mercy. I can't even talk, you guys. Let me hurry this up. Okay, so moon in Gemini does make people want to gossip a little more and just talk about people. But the good thing about this energy is talking about any and everything. And also, Aquarius energy, it's air energy too, but it's more serious. It's more serious tone and like conspiracy theory and, like I keep saying, social justice warrior energy and all of that, and questioning things, but questioning them in a very serious way, and science and all that. Gemini is an air sign, but it is not about that life. It's more lighthearted, fun. Let's just keep it moving on to the next thing. And so people can have more of a sense of humor though on the days that the moon is in Gemini, joining the air party in the sky. So moon and Gemini days, yeah, you could see more memes. People will be more willing to laugh at memes and funny posts and stuff online. And I know I keep mentioning online, but shit, that's the way of our lives now. That's how we're like the most connected to people now. Unfortunately, it's just online. People's are on lockdown in certain countries and areas. People, there's a lot of restrictions socially. It's just, oh my God, it's just how it is. Personally, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I am planning on posting about this soon. I'm trying to wait until Mars calms down a little. Mars is right on me right now. You guys know I'm like hella Taurus energy. I have a Taurus stellium, and Mars is lighting it up to where I just want to be like, rah, 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 like a barking little chihuahua. But I'm trying to chill. But I do have some things to say. So yes, what I have to say about social media is it's kind of ruining the experience of being a human and connecting with other humans. I'm sorry, like I think it is. Because people have become lazy with really making an effort to communicate with one another and see each other and stuff like that. And all of this stuff happening with the Rona and all this Saturn and Aquarius stuff since last year, it's only pushing us even further apart, with being real personal with each other in the human experience. It's more impersonal and like robotic, and I don't know, just my Taurus energy finds that shit to be hella weird, man. But anyway, enough of my little rant. I'll save the rest of it for another day and another platform. And I hate the word platform, but that's what we call these things, right? YouTube and IG and all them. Anyway, so yeah, the moon is in Gemini for the rest of the weekend. And then on the 24th, we have the sun in a conjunction with Saturn. Sun and Saturn are together at 4 degrees of Aquarius. Okay. Now this is like real, like early on the 24th, late on the 23rd, depending upon where you're at in the world. But Sun and Saturn together, it can make for kind of a Debbie Downer energy. And because this is an Aquarius, this can be about, you may see things come up more about restrictions with social gatherings, more rules, more laws implemented. There's probably going to be more that comes up regarding posting, like social media. Here we go again with social media, right? It's our lives now, y'all. Anyway, with more restrictions on social media, okay, on apps and what you can do, what you can post, what you can say. It's gonna get, I don't want to say worse, you guys, but I mean, that's the word that I want to say as just a regular person. It's gonna get worse. But if I'm going to have to be like the nerd and the guru, I guess, it's going to progress forward even further with the restrictions being implemented in place, okay, with social media and the internet in general. Lots more censoring and, you can't say this, you can't say that. Yeah, there's a lot more of that to come in the next couple of years. But the sun conjoined to Saturn, this is one day that is exact out of the whole entire year. And this day in particular, around the 23rd, 24th, we may see some things come up that has to do with those restrictions. So it could be social media, or it could be things in person where you can gather socially, because Aquarius rules all of those things. So yeah, just watch and see if that's what happens. Just on a personal level, Sun and Saturn together, don't let it bring you down. Don't let it get you down. I hate to, I don't want to say, I hate to sound like, one of those like old schoolers to say that. No, I actually don't mind sounding like that. Don't let this energy get you down, because it can. Saturn's energy is heavy and makes you think of all the responsibilities and the consequences and the this and the that. Now, this energy being in the mix with this wild ass Uranus and Mars square Jupiter energy, it might actually do us some good. It might actually make people settle their asses down and not do anything too stupid to cause themselves or other people harm, okay? Or maybe in the days previous, when this energy was really exact and poppin', Mars, Uranus, Jupiter, and people were like, woo, maybe being wild idiots somewhere. Here comes the sun and Saturn together. Dun, dun, dun. It's like a shadow has been casted upon the sun. The shadow of this huge ass Saturn that's like, room, 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 room. And he's like pointing an ugly, shaky finger at you like, you, what did you do? How did you fuck up in the last week? And you're like, I'm sorry, Mr. Saturn, sir. And he's like, all right, now it's time for your punishment. You gonna learn today, son. You gonna learn today. No. So yeah, you might get some kind of cosmic ass whooping around January 24th. So this can mean authorities coming after people and really cracking down on some things. This can mean parental figures, elders, leaders in your world, in your personal life, or that surround you if you're in a community of any kind. But yeah, people are going to get real strict and real, just like, I don't know, act like crotchety old people, even if they're not old, when the sun and Saturn are together. Just on a real personal level, on a very small scale, this can just make you feel more serious about life and think about life. Is this benefiting me in the long term? These actions that I'm taking right now, what are they going to result in 5 years down the line? And I need to look at my credit, my budget, my taxes, all this serious stuff. Saturn rules all of those serious financial matters. Saturn rules that, and Saturn rules Capricorn. So they both rule those same things. So a lot of people may just be sitting down, combing over their lives, right? But maybe in particular their finances, or because it's an Aquarius, maybe it's to do with like your friendships or who you associate yourself with. And maybe things might come to your attention to where you're like, you know what? I just need to not fuck with certain people anymore. Saturn's energy is about keep your circle small. Keep your circle small and filled with people who are only about the same levels of achievement and success that you are. And keep yourself surrounded by those people, whether that's in person or online, who you associate with, what you look at on your social media pages and stuff, who you follow, how you're influenced by them. You may think about stuff like that around this day. Okay. All right, you guys. So that's it for this week, for the 17th through the 24th. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to follow me on IG. I'm at Cosmic Homegirl there. Don't forget that you can order a horoscope for your sign for February. And I do have a February video coming out soon too. And also for 2021 as a whole, if you want to know how's it. This year already started off a little weird, right? And it's not over yet. How's it going to affect you by your sign? If you want to check it out here, my website is going to be in the little corner up here and also below. Okay. All right, you guys. So take care. Have a good week and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.